Hello, and welcome to the Creative Mindset Podcast. This show is about life, creativity, and business. Every episode is about one of these three. My name is Isolde Trachtenberg, and I want to help you live in your creative mindset where anything is possible and you can achieve great things. Hello, my loves. This is Isolde T coming at you from the woods in Greenbelt. Today I want to talk about getting help when you need it and making sure you have a good backup. So the help part is that my trusty computer, on which I do a lot of my both creative stuff with respect to music recordings and video editing and all of that, and a lot of my administrative stuff, thus combining that creative entrepreneurship into one fabulous thing. It died today. It died, and it's staying dead. Now, in the moment, I was freaking out. I called all the right people. I found out all the right stuff. I did all the research that I needed to do, that I could possibly do. And in fact, the Apple tech support person said, "Wow, you did your research. You did everything I would have told you to try. Here, go to MacMedics because I can do no more." So I did. I talked to a guy named Mike. And by the way, the reason I'm recounting this is because my whole story has a point. I talked to a guy named Mike, explained my problem, and he said, "Yeah, your MacBook is borked. You need to just leave it." So, with his recommendation to recycle it, I hung my head low for a little bit, and then I decided to keep moving. The thing is, there are all these problems with those Macs having to do with their graphics chips, and I could go into the technical explanation, but once he explained it to me, I, who did tech support on Macs and PCs for NASA in the 90s, went, now I understand why, now I see what's going on, and you're right, it's time to let the old boy go. So I'm going to do that. Having someone who knows what he's doing, be able to talk you through it, explain it to you in such a way that you get it, and then tell you really what the options are, was fabulous. Knowing all of that right then made things much easier, and now I'm going to do what I need to do in order to maintain and keep going. So having that help when I needed it, and having someone who was gracious enough to give it freely, was incredible. And I'm about to leave glowing reviews everywhere I can think of, and have already sent his boss a note. I firmly believe in rewarding great service with not only financial tips, but hey, notes and emails and things like that to bosses, owners, and anybody else who needs to know how wonderful that person was. I think the more we reward good service, the more good service we'll get. Now that brings me to the other part. Now that I had Mike's wonderful advice, I had to figure out how I was going to reconstruct everything. And this brings backups and redundant backups and more redundant backups. My backup, my most recent backup of my drive was from December 2nd. And after that, I really didn't do very much else. Why is that important? It's important because with relative ease, I will be back up and running in almost no time at all. And that was a car. And that's crucial to me. It's crucial to know that I have systems in place that will allow my creative brain to remain creative, even while my more technical brain and administrative brain takes care of the things I need to take care of in order to get back up and running. Sorry about the machines, y'all. I'm outside, and you all know this is raw and real. This is how it works with this mini podcast. I hope that you all are having a great day. I will continue this entire thing later. In the meantime, tomorrow's episode will be about how to do that backup for creative people. Until then, I send you all of my love. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the podcast if you're new, and please tell your friends about the community we're building here. Today's episode was produced by Isolde Trachtenberg and is copyright Isolde Trachtenberg 2019. Today's music was from Kevin MacLeod, Laser Groove, and Ave Marimba, brought to you by Creative Commons License 3.0. As always, please remember this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Past performance does not guarantee future results, although we can always hope. Until next time, I send you all of my love.